Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to the Toy Amigos YouTube channel. This is Cheney180. Today we're going to be taking a look at my favorite character, Wolverine, from the new House of X Powers of 10 Build-A-Figure Wave, Tri-sentinel Build-A-Figure Wave. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, that's it. But before I go any further, I want to give a huge shout out to Astonishing News and Reviews for helping me get my grubby little paws on these things. Gotta say, I have been chopping at the bit to get them. Unfortunately, I don't have them all yet. So I do have a majority of the wave. So we're gonna start off with Wolverine, and of course, I was super excited to get this thing. I really love the House of X run in the comic books, and I've been chopping at the bit for them to do figures ever since they came out. You don't always get action figures for comic runs, not all the time. There's still a lot of different looks and whatnot that we haven't got. But enough babbling here. Let's get into the figure. So with this Wolverine, we get a new head sculpt, an all new head sculpt here. We've got a smiling face. One thing that does kind of bug me is, so this looks like this is a separate piece here. It snaps onto the top or whatnot, and I don't know if mine is cracked there, if it's supposed to look like that, but you do get a little gapping at certain angles right there. Right here you can't really tell, up there you can. And then the mask here is kind of shortened back a little tamed versus normal. We do get the same claws that we got with the X-Force Wolverine, which, if the X-Force Wolverine shares the same body as this. I mean, it's pretty much the same thing. But the cool thing about it is it's comic accurate for the most part. Like this is pretty much what you get in the books. So I'm fine with that. We do get different colors or shading here of the browns between the brown of the boots and the pants. Continued onto the yellow. I've got a little scuffing on mine already. That might be my fault. I'm not sure. The red and the yellow on the belt. Some texture there. I don't know if this is a new belt or not. It could be an old one. I don't remember it. Got some cool paint detail of the fuzzy arms. That's always good. Do like that. And then we also get this other head sculpt here of the future version of Wolverine, when he's actually one of the Horsemen of Apocalypse, fighting the good fight in the alternate future timeline. So I'll be really excited if this line does well, which it looks like it did very well, and we get some of those chimeras and stuff like that. I want to see that green Magneto, all that cool stuff. So we do get the head sculpt for that. That is awesome. Now, since I'm popping heads off and on here, it pretty much shares the same joint as the brown suit Wolverine. As you can see, they're the same. So anything that you could pop on this one, or tiger stripe or whatnot, you pretty much can get away with here. So let's go ahead and go with the sculptor shelf head. As you can see, that kind of snaps right on. I actually like the way this looks, better than it does on the brown suit or the tiger stripe. I think the tiger stripe, it looks a little small, but for some reason I'm kind of digging it on this body. Doesn't look too bad. And then we got this screaming head that came with the cowboy Wolverine. That looks cool too. I'm down with that. But let's go ahead and check out some articulation. Articulation is not going to be any different from this guy. Like I said, everything's pretty much the same except for the head and the belt. You even get the same claws. So I don't think this is going to be the last that we're going to see of this buck either. And we can do, they can easily do another one in more of the more modern tiger stripe looking Astonishing X-Men book. Back when he had it without the shoulder pads, so we could do that. But with this head, you could look up about that far, looks down about that far, back and forth, get a little pivot there. You do get butterfly joints like we have before. Arms go all the way around. Bicep swivel, double hinge elbow. Hinge and swivel at the wrist. The claws do come out if you want. I wouldn't. I just decided not to do that yet. But ab crunch, obviously, that far and that far. Legs go out about yay far. Back, not really at all. You got a thigh cut there. Double hinge knee. No shin swivel there, but you do get an ankle hinge and pivot. Now, this guy, like I said, is the same thing as the X-Force one. So he's going to stand around the same height, as your brown suit Wolverine here. And your tiger stripe. And then you've got this one here. And let's see. There's how he looks next to a G.I. Joe. Nice and short, the way he's supposed to be. Here he is next to Apocalypse. Apocalypse is not even in the shot here, as you can see. Got Professor X here. We've got Magneto here. Omega Sentinel. There. Oh, and we ate it. And then we have Nimrod here from the same storyline. So with that being said, I definitely, if you're a Wolverine fan, if you're a House of X fan, I highly recommend picking up this figure. It's one you're going to want along with the rest of the wave. I love it. Can't wait to review the rest of them. Can't wait to get the rest of them. There's still a few that I need. So as always, thanks for watching, guys. Feel free to hit like, leave me a comment, hit subscribe, and don't forget to check out the podcast every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and our Thursday night show at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. All right, take it easy.